And what do you want to do now? You're hearing rumors that there was a madman right here in the main area. He's not here right now. And he, where is that? There it is. And he was screaming to anyone who would hear that the fate of the town will be foretold in the face of the moon.
God.
Oh, lordy. Sigmar and Ulrich and all the gods of man.
What do you guys do? It's been, you've had to wait around a few hours, go around, I'll say it's around noon, lunchtime. So everybody shell out a shilling for food. And you guys get a bite to eat, unless you want to eat right here, which is one of the best restaurants in the city.
I have no money.
You have zero money at all.
Zero money.
Albrecht will pay for Thorax.
All right. And so you guys just get food at the Cross Pikes right here while you guys are figuring it out. And as you're eating, you see two guys come in, and they short daggers at their side. You know, they look like the two guys who were watching the boat, as a matter of fact. And they come in and they get at a table right next to you, and they order a meal.
I mean, I don't recognize them, right?
No, you don't, actually.
So they're not the people from the tunnel.
Oh, you saw them. They were the two guys watching you from over here.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't see those guys. Somebody else noticed
Yeah.
them. I don't know if I was ever described. I'm saying they're not the people I recognize from before.
Right. You're absolutely correct.
Then I heed them no mind.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? So these two guys sit down at a table. They order food. They're just sort of leaning back, checking you guys out. Not openly, but you can tell they're also not trying to hide anything.
Do they look like people from the fence that Albrecht had managed to contact?
Yeah.
I want to talk to some of your new friends.
You can.
Yeah, might as well go and join them. And how much would it be to buy them around?
You want to buy them something?
Yeah, get them around. You know, some drinks.
Sure. It would be 3 pence each. So
Okay,
6
and
pence total. And they nod at you.
Is Albrecht engaging with them or no?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he's making some criminal contacts, it would seem.
Oh, so you want to talk to him? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Go. So you sit down at their table. You're talking.
Yeah, if they accept the round, then he'll join them with his meal.
They're making small talk.
How's things, boys?
Good. Getting paid to do this. Easy enough work. You guys are super simple to follow.
Yes, about that. I was wondering if we could have some help in not being so simple to follow.
Such as? And here's
well, if there's a safe place in the city for people of my predilection to, slum for a while.
You need a safe place to lie low? Why is that?
Yeah. there's people dogging our heels.
Really? Already? You just got here.
Yes.
He looks at his friend, nods to his friend. His friend turns and disappears, leaves the inn.
It's a hell of a story.
Yeah, do tell. My name's Dietrich, by the way.
I'm Albert. It is a pleasure to meet you.
And you tell him the whole story?
Yes.
And he says, how interesting. We know of that room in the sewers. We heard strange sounds coming from it. It's built 18 months ago.
Dickens. Holy hell.
Well,
And
it's been made much safer for you guys.
yeah, we avoided it. Too dangerous. Boss is going to want to know about this. And says, wait right here, your whole group. Don't go anywhere. I'll talk to the boss. And he disappears too. And you guys have your meal and you wait a couple of hours. And you see Dietrich come back. And with him is the tall, wiry guy. And I'm looking for a good figure. I have 1,000 figures, but man, when I ever want to find something, it is so hard. So hard.
Preach.
Yeah. So we'll God, trying to find stuff on Roll20. They just never thought of bulk when they did Roll20. So just anyway. Let's see. Here we go. And the wiry, thin guy comes in and he's looking at you and he sits down at your table and he says, I've heard everything that's going on. I don't like what I'm hearing. This sounds like this could be bad for business, eh?
Hey,
So, what is it you want of me? Anyone? You are all hearing this. He sits
Okay.
down at your tables.
We need
Oh.
somewhere to lay low while we uncover where they all lie. They must have some sort of den in the city, and we need at least enough time to find them.
Of course I do. What do I get out of it?
There's some very wealthy people in town. I'm sure once they're out of the way, no one will notice if a few things go missing.
You're expecting me to take on the most powerful people of the city?
No, of course not. That'd be foolish. That's why we're doing it. But that's
If
why
you-
you can definitely profit in the wake if we succeed and remain, what's the word for, not being associated with the thing? I forgot.
It's connected.
You have an alibi for our own involvement. You wouldn't have nothing would really connect you back to us if we fail.
So, you're giving me 75% of everything you find?
If there's anything of worth, of course. Their homes are yours, as are their offices. We're not exactly going to take the time to raid them.
Oh, no. Their homes won't remain empty long enough for us to be able to loot them. Trust me. And who are we talking about? Steinhager? He's a fat slob. He couldn't be behind this.
What was the
He's
name of the...
definitely got the murderous intent for it.
was the other one who made the smile that you were tailing, who probably killed that magistrate.
Yes, I'll go ahead and like describe. Oh yes, he was wearing a this and he looked like this. Would that happen to be the captain of the guard by any chance?
Sounds like him.
Well, it sounds like that's probably a big enemy of your own. If he was out of the way, that'd be at least a little bit of confusion. I'm sure you could find
Yeah.
a way to profit.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to find the name of the town guard. Where is that? There we go. Yeah, that would be Reiner Goetrin. He's the captain of the watch. You said he paid Reinhold, Magistrate Richter, a visit?
That's correct.
He noticed you following him. And he
Despite
didn't
my best efforts.
stick the guards on you immediately?
No, he didn't.
That's most strange. Most
And what-
strange.
I agree. I suspect he might be laying low for a trap. Or some other thing planned.
That doesn't sound like him. He's usually pretty decisive.
I suppose it's good then that he hasn't bothered to do anything yet. All the better that we get out of his way as soon as we can.
So, you want my help? We can be allies right now, I think. For the moment. We can be allies, yes. I shall provide you a small house. It's located over in the pit. And he marks an area over here. You can lie low there for as long as you need to.
Much obliged.
We shall be in touch.
Before you go, are there any other hidden rooms in the sewers or other places where these might congregate?
No, not in the sewers. You told them the whole story, right? The whole story. Or did you keep anything back?
I think I'm not gonna leave anything out for him.
Right.
We've seen other bodies show up. With their huts ripped out. They usually float down to the river and then out, but we've seen them passing by. And he says, yes. Do tread carefully. We can be of service, but we cannot openly assist you if the merchant lords are against you.
Of course, I'm used to such arrangements. And honestly, if all the merchant lords of this town are in on this, I'm not even sure I want to be in this town anymore. But things should become clearer if we don't die first.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
We need a lead. We need to
I suppose
figure out. Yeah.
I suppose the only thing left would be to haggle him for how much we get to keep and how much he takes. He said like 75%, right?
Yeah.
I'll just see how low I can go real quick. I'll just make a quick haggle roll. He's already willing to help us. He's given us the safe house. He's pretty happy with that.
Ooh, that's a nice number.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Okay, he says, all right, 70-30.
Alright, I'll take the deal.
All right.
Skin's on the line after all.
And he turns and leaves, and his two friends go with him. So the two guys that were tailing you are no longer tailing you. And they head off and disappear. And what do you guys do?
Renaud, that man. That was nearly a dead ringer for my last employer.
Oh, well, at least then you're familiar with how he works, then.
Broadly, hopefully it ends on a bit better terms this time.
I've always been on good terms with these sort of folk, but usually don't have to dive as deep as this. Feel like I'm
Oh
in hot
yeah,
water if I win or lose now, but, well, at least I'll live one way.
oh yeah. This type of nominally allies. Being under the thumb of someone like that is less pleasant.
So the skull,
Was taken.
probably a good bet that they have it now.
They did have someone take it away back over at the carnival.
I there's other bodies being floated down. Maybe that room we were in was simply, it's like there's more than one.
I don't doubt it.
And there was that organization that gives money out to the poor.
Ordo Septenarius.
Yes. We should
I
an
see where
operating
this is
center.
going. Sorry.
Have to be luring people in to have their hearts cut out. They're the ones who are more than likely getting them. So we should try to find them. To start that doesn't involve breaking into well-guarded nobles' houses or merchant houses.
This is true.
Yes, that's very true.
Must
Suppose if we
they
I
have
could
to
always
operate
kill them again.
somewhere. Our underground or under our friends in low places appear to have left. So we should probably try to find where the quarters is.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly.
All right.
Well-
So that's over here, safe house. Oh, as a matter of fact, I already had it marked.
I did that for you.
Oh, you did. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. So you guys want to go to the safe house?
It'd probably be best to stick there until we have a plan. Yeah.
Okay. Any of you have 6 cents or danger sense? I forget if they've renamed it in 4E.
Probably danger sense.
I
No.
don't have it, but clearly I'm going to try to guide everyone to be as inconspicuous as possible when getting across the city.
Combat reflexes is for being ambushed.
6 cents. I think it's still. I think they still called it 6 cents.
Yeah, I think it's 6 cents.
It is. Yeah, I'm pretty darn sure. Look, I'm right there. 6 cents. Yeah. Okay. Anyone have 6 cents?
Nope.
Nope.
Nah.
No.
All right. Now.
Oh, hey,
Mm-hmm.
Durak, do you have 6 cents?
No.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are all over at the safe house.
Mhm.
And now you have a chance to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to attack this.
Yeah.
With my
You
axes.
cross the ferry. Everyone pay a 5 pence. Actually, we'll make it 3 pence ferry fee.
I have no money.
Okay, so
I'll
someone
pay.
can pay for Duran.
So I pop in 6.
Durac. And the rest of you, and the pit is aptly named. It is the worst part of town. The houses are just ramshackle, overly tall affairs with wood everywhere. Just any hole, any loose piece of wood's been slapped on to cover it. So the roofs have wood just covering holes. Everything
It's
else.
a classic shanty town.
Yeah. And the people here are the poorest, but no one's going to screw with you guys, especially with the Slayer walking through. And you guys get into the pit, and what do you want to do?
need to figure out, I think, once we've kind of safe for us to stay, I'm of the opinion we should try to figure out where the Ordo is headquartered. Yes, it's probably around a lot of poor people who need money, like this area.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be too bad of an idea for me to get around this area, get to know some people, and see what they have to say.
I'll do the same.
Is there assist checks in this, or would we still just be rolling separately?
Assist checks? What do you mean?
Assist.
Oh, you could do assist.
Yeah. How does that work?
Plus
Roll
10
for
on
how many
whoever's
assists you
rolling.
get.
No, it's plus 10 on whoever's rolling.
Okay. So I probably have a bigger number than you, I think.
My gossip is 37.
Yeah, mine is 48. So I'll take a plus 10 if you help me out.
Okay, Door,
Agreed.
make a channeling test, please.
Ooh, damn.
While you are waiting around in the safe house, you're suddenly overcome by a vision, second sight. You
Okay.
see a warehouse exploding from inside. No, not an explosion, but it's just the roof bursts off.
Like cartoony?
Like what?
Like a cartoon?
No, like it's some force from within came up and blew the top of the warehouse off.
Like a magical explosion.
You see a pink fire erupting some 50 feet up to the top, as if it hits an invisible roof. It then spills out, and everywhere it's spilling out, when some of the fire hits the ground, you see a strange looking creature with big teeth, looks like a demon of some type. Out of the base of the fire, you see tall, huge demons, some with wings. Most of them have beak faces. Coming from higher up in the column of fire, you see these blue, almost like manta. They almost look like manta rays, but they have big teeth in the front and spiked tails. They come flying out. And then in the distance behind this pink flyer, and taller, much taller than the pink fire, you see a black shape starting to take form of a two-headed, almost looks like an eagle's face, massive wings, and two huge weapons in its hands, but it stays this sort of shadowy form. And then you come out of it.
Okay. I know. But does my character know the type of demons that I just...
Sure.
Okay. Secondly, I'm assuming no, but did I recognize the warehouse at all?
No.
Did I know, feel, or recognize that it's in the same city that we're at?
Yeah, you saw the River Bogan in front, but you couldn't really tell where the warehouse was.
But it's close to the river.
Yeah.
Can I memorize what the warehouse looked?
Nah, it was too quick.
Huh. Okay. Who should I talk to? Not the dumb dwarf. I'll probably just go around thrashing all of the warehouses.
Well, Typhane is sticking around, so you could probably talk to her.
Yeah.
Since
Who else
me and someone else are going out. Ivo.
So, Typhane, I kinda just had a vision. And it looks like we may have a very serious problem in the city.
Oh, what happened? You look pale as a sheet.
It looks like the Chaos Lord Zeech has quite the eye on this place. I just saw a warehouse explode into a bunch of demons. And it also included a greater demon.
Oh my goodness. We have to do something. We have to find this place, of course.
I always pronounce it Zinch, but close enough.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I've
I'm not
always
fucking
said-
with that.
I always say
Is it-
Zench.
Zinch.
You absolute
Demon
madman.
Lord.
Zeech is how I do it.
Yeah,
Deal
that's
with
fine.
it.
Well, I've never
It's
heard
fine.
anybody else but myself say it. That's why I'm like, is that how you
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah,
It's almost like it's
it's a
very strangely
weird.
pronounced on purpose because many different
Zinch.
people can change.
Well,
Anyway.
it's the Lord of Change. So yeah.
True that.
Okay, warehouses. Then we should certainly investigate.
All right.
Um,
There's
I'll
a
try
lot of
asking around
warehouses
if you
here.
have any particular details about the warehouse you remember?
I've got
Hey,
none.
it's
It's
too
like a
fast.
dream.
It's too fast.
I know it. I had sight of the river. That's all I know. We're probably not going to be able to knock on every warehouse door, and
Well,
There's
I'll ask
also
some
the
particular questions then.
Oh, a good place to start, I think, is that Ordo because they be ripping out the hearts from some people. I think they're getting it from the people they purportedly give money to. So
what
Place to
about the people who
start.
are getting dragged away? We've seen that happen a few times.
true. But we also saw the same symbol in the sewers itself.
Well, who would we rather corner an alley and beat until they answer? A guard or someone claiming to be taking charity? Your choice.
Well-
It's both technically, but I think we need to get on the move.
Right. So, Garrett's already gone out with Ivo then.
Okay, move your
I already
character.
made my roll up there with a +5 success level.
Yeah, and where are you going?
I'm sticking in this district, and I'm asking about the Ordo Septenarius. Have they been around here? I heard they help the poor. Have they offered to help anyone particular and taken them somewhere?
Yeah, you
Have you
find
seen them in a
out
while?
that they actually are very well known in this part of town because they actually do help. They have soup kitchens. They help mostly with food. They actually do seem to be a charitable organization, but nobody knows much about them other than that, especially over here.
But have they had any friends who have taken their charity and gone with them? Maybe. Have they been around lately? Have they been gone for a while? Maybe.
They set up soup kitchens once a week, and nobody has seen anybody go missing per se.
I suppose the best question would be if they offered, say, medical services.
No, they don't actually. They don't do medical. That's
Okay.
Shalia.
Have you seen them out on the waterfront? Do they have a building out there? A
No,
warehouse?
they're mostly over here, or they'll set up shop somewhere. Um, yeah, they mostly put up soup kitchens over in this area. They might
So-
actually sometimes put them up in the main square, but that's usually rare.
So corners of this.
Hmm. Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
Sometimes here. It depends.
That still sounds really good to me for places to start looking at. Like looking at the warehouses and seeing if we can see any of the people we can identify as Ordo going to places, to warehouses on that side of the waterfront.
Figure out where they go each day.
Exactly. That's my plan.
Okay, well, the Ordo, let's see. The Ordo is not going to be coming back here for another 4 days, which is just the day after the Schaffenfest ends.
Okay, so they're not going to be around anyway.
Right.
Okay, well, that's a bit of a shame.
Well, at least that's one lead firmly exhausted.
More or less for the moment, short of actually finding some on the other side of the city and tailing them.
Yeah.
I do got another question while I'm here, I suppose. What's
Mhm.
the guard situation look like on this side of town, in the pit?
It's a
Absolutely
slum.
nothing.
What do you think?
They patrol the Weston Dam, and that's about it.
Gotcha, perfect.
There is a fort located over here, so there is a presence there, but not a heavy presence at all through the actual inner part.
Right, so we got a little bit of freedom here at the very least.
Yes, you do.
Is the Western Dam? Is it just full of nicer houses on the riverfront, or what are they?
These are warehouses,
Oh, oh!
as are this whole row. All these are warehouses.
That
Why?
makes a lot of
For
sense,
blocks and
given that, well, that's all the trades going on. Merchants want their stuff protected. Cultists want their ritual protected.
Can figure out which specific warehouses are used by Franz Steinharger.
Oh, Steinhager, he has a few warehouses actually.
Ooh, good question.
Any on this side?
You ask around and you find out. Let's see. You find out that the Steinhager emblem, there we go, is a
Is a
keg. Is that a keg? Yeah, it's a keg with something on it. What the heck is that? Oh my God, I can't even. Yikes. I don't even know what that symbol is. It's got a funky symbol. That's all I'm
Okay.
going to say.
Funky keg. Okay, we'll
It's
look
a
for Funky
keg.
keg.
It's a keg with a very strange symbol on the front of it. I don't even know what that symbol is.
A rose, maybe?
No, it's not a rose. You do see a couple of warehouses, quite a few, with a rose on it.
clearly something in the Elder Futhak.
None of them are on the pit side. They are all over here on the Austin Dam side. So as you're
Right, so-
looking on the Weston Dam, you don't find any, and then you pay another 3 shillings each, 3 pence each to go across the ferry
Still broke.
Oh,
over
let's
to
think.
the Austin Dam.
If,
Who's
if
going?
you think,
Is everyone going, or just?
I should probably stay over here because I can't afford to go.
yeah, I think that let's pause to think for a moment. Merchant Guy's scarf was found at that site, connected, and the captain of the guard is connected in his own way. Start here to see if maybe we can find a clue in Harger, because we know for certain that he has some connection to those sites. That site.
So what are you recommending exactly when you said here?
I
Where's
mean,
here?
on the Weston Dam.
Right.
If he
Right.
has warehouses on this area, we should check them or try to find some connection.
He does not. Steinhager has none on the Weston Dam.
Okay.
All the noble lords have warehouses on the Austin Dam where it's safer.
Did you say the
Okay.
Ordo had some on the Western Dam?
Did who?
Did you say the Ordo had some on the Western Dam?
No.
Not
the
that anyone
Ordo
knows.
does not. No.
Okay.
You did say some of them had a rose on them, right?
Actually, you do see one. Yeah, I'll put it on the Weston Dam. That makes some better sense because right here is the. We'll put this as the Ordo Septenarius.
Check it out.
Yeah, because I mean, if you guys are going to travel to the other side and look at things over there, I can
Yeah,
check this one out over here and not cost you guys another 3 silvers.
let's stick together. Yeah, I'm thinking we should investigate the Ordo's house first.
Okay, as you guys are walking along, you notice that it has double doors on both sides, front and back,
Hmm.
for loading and moving supplies. And these river-facing doors are open, and you're seeing a few people. Um, Teamsters are actually stevedores are taking food or crates and putting it into this warehouse.
Are any of
And you
them
see a
the ones
scribe
from the
No.
riots?
Uh-uh.
Or fights or battles, whatever
It
the hell you
has
want
to
to
be
call
an
it?
office. We should.
No, I'm
And-
just wondering if the constant fighting between stevedores and teamsters might be related to anything.
As you're looking around at the front and the open doors, you can see there's an office to the right inside the warehouse. And there's a scribely looking person at the door marking off all the crates coming in. And what do you guys want to do?
Seems normal from over here so far. In fact, if there was anything particularly obvious inside, I doubt the doors would be so wide open or so many people going in and out.
Well, it's also hiding in plain sight, though. Can find. I don't know. Maybe there's the guy who's just checking the. Yeah, he's counting the crates as they come in. To be a manifest or a plan or something.
I could always go in and just get my eyes on what's inside.
Yeah.
Of course, it could draw attention to, but I suppose it's worth a shot.
Okay,
Uh,
you want to go in, or you can
So,
go
yeah,
right in.
I have my servant's outfit, and
Uh-huh.
I'm going to just pretend to be a stevedore going in.
You don't look like a stevedore.
What do I need to do to look like a stevedore?
They have a little emblem that they wear on their shirts.
Is
Marking
that a
them as
rose emblem?
stevedore. No, it's not. It's like, let me see. They might actually have one. Let me look. The stevedores, no, they don't. The stevedores wear a patch of two hands crossed, and the Teamsters wear a different patch.
And dear God, don't get it mixed up or you're going to get your ass beat.
Tell him you want to join up. See if he'll take you into the office to get you registered.
There are worse ideas.
I suppose so, but at the same time, it looks like they've already arranged with whatever companies they're dealing with.
Oh,
Uh,
That's weird.
we should try something.
I mean, I could do that. Who's going to turn me down? They ask me what I need. I mean, I need drinking money, right?
That's true, and I suppose at least you could then get eyes on inside. Then again,
If we,
you are a very conspicuous individual.
Right. I hide
if we
in plain
needed a
sight.
better, if we needed a better way in, clearly we need to see to the Teamsters, help them beat up the stevedores, and then take some of their outfits as a disguise.
Oh, that's even
You know, that is actually a fantastic idea.
I say
Wait, actually,
we've already helped the stevedores and the teamsters fight one another, and I think I was on their side, so they should be already with me.
Well, that sounds great then. So let's just go talk to them and see if they're looking for a few extra hands.
The Teamsters are located here, right across the street. Actually, let me double check that. This is the Teamsters, right across the street from the stevedores.
Right, but there are ones on our side of the river right now doing work. Right?
The stevedores are, yes.
So we'd have to.
Well, their headquarters are over there, but they might need some, like...
The headquarters right here. This is the stevedores headquarters. This is the Teamsters.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, unless there is no way to get out of town on the west side of the River Bergen, there would have to be some Teamster activity on this.
Yeah, there are some Teamsters also higher up doing some work. They do seem to be rivals, and they both do roughly the same thing, which is why their rivalry is so high.
Right, they've got an entire warehouse district on this side of the river, which means they have to have some sort of organizational headquarters on this side as well.
Oh no, their headquarters is right here. They just send people across to do work.
Right, which means that anytime there's a problem or anytime they need to coordinate with their headquarters, they've got to ride a boat across the river.
Yep, exactly.
God, these people need to die.
So maybe we could talk to the ones on this side of the river. If they go across, we could go across with them to their headquarters and talk to them there. Surely
We're
they must
really
cross the river
going-
at some point.
We are
This
really
is, yeah,
going
too complicated.
to lengths to avoid having to pay the boat.
It's-
It's
okay.
my 3 shillings.
I'm
3 pence.
broke.
3 pence. It's my 3 pence, and so I'm gonna keep it. I
Okay,
didn't
well,
get my
let's-
gold crown. I'm unhappy.
I think
Well, we
starting
can't
a
sneak
brawl
it.
sounds fun.
I mean,
Can't we
yes.
just, like, say that, oh yeah, it turns out this contract has been taken over by not the stevedores, but the other guys, and say
The
you should...
Teamsters.
Yeah, this contract has been taken, you need to stop working immediately, and you won't be paid today.
They're already throwing the fists over each other. I think they
Right.
want to fight us if we said
just
that.
have them start a giant fight.
But they're
Be
not
an excuse
there.
to get them to fight, and then in the chaos that we go in and figure out.
Right, but they're not there. We would be representing the other side by saying that to them. They would fight us. Don't shoot the messenger.
Crap.
Isn't going to exist in this one.
Oh, I hear you.
Don't get me wrong. I
I
would
thought
be.
there was there was presence on this side of the river too. So
No. He said there was not. Which I said is
we just
crazy.
tell them. Well, yeah, I don't know.
What do we want? What are we getting for here? I'm too wrapped up in the getting in. What do we want from them?
What do
We
we
wanted
want?
to just
Brawling.
look inside the warehouse.
I'm just
Wait,
gonna
wait,
walk
wait.
into the warehouse then.
Yeah,
If these
seriously.
Walks into the warehouse.
if these stevedores or teamsters think they can stop me, then they are. Go ahead, try it.
You walk right in, and you hear the Skype go, "Sir, dwarf, sir, master dwarf, what?" And some of the stevedores stop unloading, and they kind of come behind the scribe, and they're looking. They're all big guys, but you are a slayer, and Master Dwarf, what can I help you with?
What is in here?
Food, of course.
That's it.
That's it. You don't believe me?
I don't believe
Look.
you.
And he goes and he pries off one of the crates, and it's a bunch of lettuce.
Waiting for the dwarf to just say, "Can I have some?"
I shove my hand into the thing of lettuce.
That's for the poor and needy.
Do I feel anything in there that's not lettuce?
What are you doing, sir? Sir? Let's see how brave these stevedores are. A 96 out of 100. They're quaking in their boots. And the scribe's
one of us-
looking at them, kind of saying, "Are you going to do anything about this?" Without actually saying it. He's motioning with his arms and his shoulders. And the stevedores are shaking their head no. And it feels like lettuce.
I'm gonna take a head of lettuce out and I'm gonna rip it in half.
It's lettuce.
Good grief.
All right. You've caught me this time, but I've got an eye on you, and then I point at all of them. All of you.
What have we done?
Was nobody
No.
going to try to go to the office? Or
The office is on the other side of the river. You guys had to ride a boat
Do I
first.
notice-
Oh, I meant in the
Magic.
warehouse. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
I mean,
a.
This sounds like a great distraction, honestly.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's my point. Like,
So,
seriously.
can I go ahead and take it?
Take what?
Take the distraction to try to get to the office while everyone's busy with the drawer.
Okay, you go into the office. And go ahead. Make a stealth roll.
Am I surrounded by people, or can I get to like a?
I don't think it matters.
Oh,
Invisible.
and what do you want to do, Tor? I'm sorry.
At some point, I'm gonna cast a freaking spell.
And what frickin' spell do you want to cast?
Shroud
I
of
cast
Invisibility.
Oh, Shroud.
I'm a wizard now, and I can actually cast real spells now.
And what do you want
Wow.
to you want to cast that on him?
Well, I was hoping to, but apparently he
Cast it on
doesn't really
yourself.
fucking need
Is Shroud self or him?
touch.
It's touch. And what's the target of Shroud?
Touch.
No. Target will say self or one target. Let me go look. Just a second. You are now
It's
a
one.
shadow wizard. Lore of Shadow. And you want to
Oop,
do
there you go.
Shroud. Target 1. Yeah, go ahead. Make your channel. Uh-huh.
That's 1.
Okay, that's 1. Make another one.
That's 2.
That's 2. Make another one. That's
That's
a
a success.
critical. Now you automatically cast it. Go ahead. Make a language magic. That's a fumble, unless you reroll.
Does that make my spell disappear?
Yeah, it means you fail and you would take a minor miscast.
That wasn't a fumble
Unless
for
you
me.
reroll. No. If you channel the winds and you fail your language magic, that's a minor miscast, no matter what.
Really?
If you
Wow.
fumble on a minor miscast on a language magic after channeling, that's a major miscast.
Harsh. I will definitely reroll that.
Uh-huh. That's better. And you cast Shroud. So that even makes it better. Can you hit the cast button on that? You did already. Shroud of Invisibility. There you go. So you didn't even have to roll, Garrett. You're in on the office. Make a perception roll, please.
Oh yeah. Do perception. +1.
You are looking around. Everything you're looking at seems to be on the up and up, but you notice one thing.
One
A
thing.
note catches your eye.
Ooh, it's got the seal. I can't read the rest of that. But that looks wrong. So, I'm completely invisible. I'm gonna just swipe it, tuck it into my cloak, and I'm gonna get out with that.
Okay, now
All right,
everyone
we should
can
have
read
given
it.
invisibility to someone who could actually read a manifest.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and bring this back to Typhane. It's gonna disappear out of nowhere into her hands.
Yeah. She will read it loud and visibly blanch. Oh God.
Okay,
we
go ahead
got
and read it.
all goes well. The temple is ready for us. We'll all be rich after the Schaftenfest ends and the sound of the 12th bell. Our plan will come to fruition. Johannes Terger.
Tugan.
At least I wasn't the
Tugin.
13th bell.
As soon as you finish reading it, Garrett swipes it back, and while still invisible, will go and place it back where he found it.
Okay, you do so. And
Bull
the
is
dwarf,
ready.
you eventually walk out. And they all clear a path as you walk out. However, the watch has come.
I suppose that could be Toygan, but anyways.
On
not
an
important.
06, they notice what's going on. First of all, a watchman comes up to you. door. Where's your wizard license?
Nice. Said I was
Don't
gonna
need a
hide
wizard.
in a dark corner.
Oh, I rolled no 6. They heard you.
I'm Wizard of Shadows. I don't make noise.
Shadows isn't. Let me read that. I
It's
think
gray.
that's. Hold on. Shadow Wizard. Let me read quickly if that's the way that works. Lore of Shadows. Oh, may be muttered stealthily. Okay, so you do get to cast spells stealthily. Make a stealth.
You boy, come on, you can do it. You've done it already.
You gotta roll real well on this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what we needed.
The other way. Sorry, the other
You burp
direction.
in the middle of your spell.
Do you want to reroll?
I don't
Do you
have a reroll.
Okay, so you are being pretty stealthily. You're trying to be stealthily in between a couple of the buildings, but a watch come by and they hear you and they look at you. And one comes up and says, "Hey, do you have a license for that?
License for what?
Casting spells, of course."
I was just speaking my native language.
Okay. Make a charm.
Well, that's something.
He
Yeah.
shrugs his shoulders and walks on.
It was smart.
do I- I'm assuming I don't actually have the license.
You don't.
I don't even know how to get said license.
You gotta go to the local Wizards Guild.
Or just be a high elf.
High elves have to pay wizards as well.
Yeah, 10% of your money, right? Ain't.
I'm not sure. I just do a standard fee yearly.
Oh,
Like it.
I know in second edition it was 10%, which was horrible because I was a noble. So it's like, ah.
3 to 5 gold crowns usually is the standard fee for a license yearly.
Fuck.
Okay, so and then you come out of the warehouse, Durak, and do what? Just walk on?
Yeah.
Okay, now
Just jog on.
what do you guys want to do? At this
They've
point?
got were lettuce.
Buddy.
Heads of
Well,
lettuce.
Well, it looks like we actually found our target. That scribe might actually be the person we need. We just need to quietly confront him where no one can help him or see him.
Wait.
I go home at some point.
Wait.
We know that they have a temple, and we need to find it.
Wait a second. Hold on. I don't. Do you think he wrote his own name down on a note? Out of character.
We should say, hey, we should say that name, and if he responds to it and doesn't go, what?
Well, it seems more
But if
likely.
we say, oh,
It seems more likely that the person sending him the note is the name on the note, which is the target, not the scribe. Scribe is just some guy who's connected to it. You need to ask the
he
scribe.
would still know where this temple is, I would suppose.
Well, no, you more so that you should ask the scribe about Jonas, whatever his last name is.
Mm-hmm.
Find a way to get the scribe to lead you to that guy, who will then get you more information.
I could always just tail him. That's basically what I'm good at.
Sure,
That
that
does
too.
seem like the best approach, honestly.
I have
Worst case,
I have an idea too, where Typhane could be dressed up fancily or appear and then go up to the guy and say, "Oh, Johannes Terger, is that you?" And if he says yes, she can show the yes. I've been told I have to meet up or make something up. And then if he says, "What? Who? Never." Oh, yes, I'm looking for this guy. Do you know where he is?
depending on how Johannes actually is, that might arouse suspicion.
Also, aren't you always classily dressed?
This is true.
Okay.
Look at
can
you
try
and
tailing
your.
him at the beginning.
So, what is the plan? You're going to follow the scribe?
Yes, that's going to be my plan for the time being.
Okay.
no one else works in that office, correct?
Except for the stevedores, yeah, and probably
Okay.
additional help when they set up the soup kitchens.
Okay. So, but it still seems like his office if he's gonna leave something like that lying out in the middle of nowhere.
You know, this might just be an errant thought in my head, but why is this paper so shitty? I mean, is that a clue? Why are the edges, like, literally every edge seemingly burnt and torn?
Because it's chaos. They do everything shabbily.
Yeah, but I mean, in a world where everything is a clue.
So
Well, I mean, how else are we going to know that it's paper if it's not, like, crumpled?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. The middle of it's not crumpled. Just the outer edge is all fucked up.
because this was done
Chaos, it
30.
makes no sense.
This was done 30 years ago. That's why.
Oh my
Before
god,
the
it's like
age-
it's. They do the summoning every generation.
Before the age of PDF, Acrobat, reader, and all that fun stuff. So
It was always here, lurking underneath the town, just waiting for humans to come by and let it go.
as a matter of fact, that was probably pretty top-notch graphics for the
Oh, no, I'm not saying that the graphics are bad. I'm saying that if you think about it from in the world, it's like that they ripped this piece of paper out from the center of another piece of paper. Didn't crumple it up. They treated it fine, but like this, it's burnt around the edges and it's ripped and torn on all the
Yep.
edges, and the center is fine. It's just
Yeah.
a very... think about it in character. Why
Yeah.
would this paper be this way?
Really cheap parchment.
I have no idea. I've never thought about it that hard.
Like I said, in a
Okay.
world where everything is a clue.
So you follow this scribe at the end of work.
Hmm?
All right.
Yes.
And he ends up going to a house, small, right over here. Actually, it's part of a flat. We'll make it right here. And it's part of an apartment complex, so to speak. Number of flats.
So that's back across the river.
Mhm.
I kind of want to imagine I want to invite Ivo along here. He's
Accessible.
our outlaw.
Put yourselves here, and you see him go into this flat, and you follow him surreptitiously. Go ahead and make one shadow roll, please. So Evo, move your token.
Sorry. Right, I forgot. I left it on the fairgrounds.
Oof, that's
Wait,
a real
roll
bad roll.
what?
I wonder, can
Uh,
Garrett stealth his way onto a boat and not have to pay?
No,
No.
I paid.
Oh, you paid. And Evo, you pay too. And you guys are over here. And you see the room he goes into. Looks to be a small flat.
Well,
What
Ivo,
do? Closes the door behind you.
you're the master criminal here. How do you want to approach this?
Well, actually, sorry, but looking at the time, it looks like we are actually about to
Yeah.
be out for session. So this might actually be a good stopping point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and stop right now. And
Hey, we didn't stop on a fight.
we will
Wow.
pick it up next week. And you didn't stop on a fight. And everyone gets 100 again for this session.
Woo.
Your 150 was from the prior one that I didn't give you XP for. That was the week before, last week. So this week is another 100. And that's it. You haven't dealt with anything. I already gave you XP for the demon. And
Refill a fortune and all that?
yeah, you'll be able to regenerate your fortune and your resolve.
Good.
And we can only advance to the next level of our career during like Endeavor time, right?
No, you can. You can advance at any point.
Hey,
Alright,
no,
I
yeah.
might do that right now.
Yeah,
Two.
if you're assumed to have been trained in everything. You're just gaining experience. So
Yeah.
you're starting to broaden your expertise.
I will also do the same.
Let's scroll back up to spy. Here we go.
And
I
then
am
you
now
get to
officially a noble.
add your additional skills and then remove talents you haven't taken. And you can then add your talents from your second level and take them as you wish. All right, guys. So next week we'll pick this up. At this point, I'm going to say it is evening. And as the evening, the moon suddenly comes up after the sun sets. Morsleb is still hanging low over Bogenhofen. And you see now 2 eyes, a nose, and bulbulous lips.
Oh, God.
Somebody
Nice.
find an ocarina quick.
Yeah, because
Wait, so the moon has DSLs?
DSLs? What do you mean?
Oh
DSLs?
no! Please do not.
Google it, I guess.
I'm
Or don't.
probably not going to be around next session because I have to go to orientation for my second job. So
Oh, best
Okay.
of luck.
Oh boy.
I'll arrive when I can, but I don't
Okay.
know how long it's going to take. And it
All right.
starts when our game starts. So
That sounds. Oh, really? They're doing orientation at this time of night? Wow.
for me, it's 5 o'clock. So
Yeah.
when the game starts. So
All right. That sounds.
I don't
good.
know how long it'll take. So it could be a few hours or it could just be a few minutes. I don't know. So
Okay.
it's, yeah.
Did we determine that none of you have sixth sense?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Until I get the XP to grab it.
which I guess
All right.
means that people could be invisible all around us.
Indeed.
Question for the advanced skills. I don't click taken until I've actually put points into it, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Got it.
Once for new skills, you have to actually put a point into it to have it be taken in the advanced column. For basics, you get them immediately.
Okay.
I've been awake since 5:30, so I'm gonna take off. But it was a great game.
All right,
Thanks
guys.
for running,
Okay.
and I'll see you guys later.
All right.
too.
Until next week, folks. All right.
Woo.
I'm off too. Thanks.